Hello and welcome to Life in the Bitter Truth. This is a podcast where we seek to understand the deeper, sometimes painful aspects of life and what it all means to us. I'm Vittorio.
And I'm Dinorah.
Hey, good. Hey, hold on. Yeah. Woohoo! Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It has.
We've been
It's been busy.
Yeah,
we've been busy.
We've been tied up doing some things.
Yes.
So I don't know what, but there's some things that we've been tied up doing. So, but we're back.
We are back.
And I think that this podcast today is going to be about I think we kind of started a 3-part series on age, and growing older and stuff. So today's podcast is going to be about retirement and what are all those issues and needs that people of your age need.
It's the needs and wants.
Needs and wants.
Be careful with that.
But before we jump into that, so what's been going on with you this past couple weeks?
I just work, just traveling with work and just moving forward with all that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I have not been up on my current events, so you are going to have to drive this part.
Current events. Jesus.
Yeah, you're going to have to share.
So the past week or so, I went to Megyn Kelly.
Oh, that's right.
We saw Megyn Kelly at the Honda Center.
Yep.
We had a little elf give us some tickets for that. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And so I took our mother.
Yep.
And that was fun. She got to experience all the elements of being out of the house at a certain time.
What's funny is that besides that, but her understanding, because I go to the Honda Center so frequently, it's her understanding of like where my seats are now. She has a good understanding of the location and all that. Because I talk about it all the time.
That's right. You talk about it because you go to the Honda Center because you have what?
Season tickets. Yes.
To the Lakers.
Season ticket.
To the Lakers?
To the Ducks.
Ducks.
And they're doing very well. We're number 1 in the division.
Okay.
Hey.
I don't know. That's good. Well, yeah, so she had a good time. She likes Megyn Kelly. She's been watching Megyn Kelly for the last gazillion years, even when she was back on the Fox days. So she liked that. They had a couple good comedians on to start the show. They talked a lot about Charlie Kirk, obviously. Mm-hmm. She's got a crime series that she does as well, so she kind of talked a little bit about that. Then she's also kind of have like an entertainment segment as well that they kind of bash the wokeness Hollywood, yeah. So that was kind of fun as well. And then of course the general politics of our national stage, and of course we've got some issues with some of the up and coming politicians in California, which I know they since this was based in California, this whole show. They were bashing California left and right, of course.
As they should, because
and
it's
there's
bad.
so much to bash in California, right?
Yeah.
Everything, from the wokey politics to just the craziness of Sacramento and all the things that they're doing, the people that live there, and poor Orange County surrounded by all the libtards, up and down on either side. So, yeah, so that was good. And then obviously. Mother enjoyed that show, and I took her to Brewery X to have dinner at the show.
Oh. So, in all fairness to Brewery X, they changed the menu.
Oh, did they?
So, when I went there the other day, apparently, the one salad that I love,
gone.
Yeah, off the menu.
Screw the Honda Center because they took away the mac and cheese with the burnt ends. So.
Well, and apparently they took away our soft serve with the cone, the wolf cone.
Lord. Okay.
It's just not good.
Yeah.
Because they're redoing everything.
Yeah.
But.
So the show was good. It was kind of the floor seats were completely sold out.
Yeah.
People who had their season tickets and a lot of the private suites were packed as well. So your section was kind of scattered. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
we don't have a lot of season ticket holders in our section.
Yeah.
So
that was good.
Isn't Megyn also going? She was in Glendale recently.
She was in the day after she went to Glendale, Arizona, to do a complete show with Charlie Kirk's widow, and
nice.
Erica Kirk is. I mean, she's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah,
I was actually very impressed by her grasp of everything that's going on around. Mm-hmm. She, really did love her husband. It's pretty fast. It's just wonderful.
Yep.
And so you feel bad for the situation that woman's been put in, and of course those poor children. So.
And do you hear the nonsense that people are saying about like, oh, he's not really dead, or that she was part of it? It's like some of that stuff is just nonsense.
It's kind of funny. We talk about some of the nonsense we're seeing. So I watch a lot of podcasts throughout the day and keep up on what's been going on.
Oh, so you don't work?
Occasionally, whatever necessary, but I have that ability not to. So thank God.
Nice.
So
I'm at a leisure.
I'm a little bit more free these years, so which is good. Which kind of leads into that other segment. But so I was kind of funny. So I used to love Candace Owens. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Love Candace Owens. I think she's smart and well spoken. She's attractive. Just all of these elements. But she's gone a little wacky.
Yeah,
She's gone from, I guess, kind of presenting different series to complete conspiracy theory. Mm-hmm. And her and the other one, Tucker Carlson.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Two whack jobs, right? And everything is Israel's fault. And Charlie Kirk is not really dead. Or if he is dead, it was the Mossad that killed him.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I hadn't heard that one, but okay.
Yeah, I've heard that. So it's like, complete fucking wackadoodles, right? So too bad, because I thought she would have been a great candidate for the presidency. So, but whatever. And then that loser from New York, the mayor of New York, came to visit Mr. Trump. Trump he's so comedic, I swear to God. He'll talk to just about anybody. So they were all these nice pleasantries and all that kind of crap took place. And I know that as soon as that so communist goes back to New York, he'll start calling Trump names, and then they'll get back at calling each other names, which is fine. Marjorie Taylor Greene resigned.
Oh,
yeah.
I had not heard
so
that.
yeah,
okay.
so she went up against Trump in, I guess he was trying to take control or wrest control of the Make America Great movement, which is Trump's movement.
Right.
And of course, her approach was to bash Trump at every turn because she didn't quite get what she wanted as far as, I don't know what policy approach, whatever. But she went up against Trump. Trump called her out on it. According to Trump, he wouldn't answer the phone, whatever. And I told her that you don't bother running for Senate because you'll never win. Especially you'll never win without my endorsement. So Trump's completely full of shit all the 99% of the time. But it's just funny that the way he says things. And of course, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene just couldn't get past all of the vitriol that was spewed by
I think he beats him down.
80% of the country that loves Trump. Because remember, it's only the coastal the coastal plains on either coast and little pockets of major cities, which are the libtards, which unfortunately those are the large voting blocks. But yeah, comical stuff. So she's gone or she's resigning, whatever. And then of course, I think Trump's constantly battling. I don't know, all kinds of lawsuits that he's constantly challenged. Everything that Trump has to do has to go to the Supreme Court to quash the nonsense that the liberal judges are, politically, politicking from the bench. And of course, that's been going on for the entire time that Trump's been in office, both the first session and the second session. So
it's just like a waste of time. But isn't he also trying to defend like the whole Epstein thing?
No, he's not. He's
not defending, but saying.
No, I think he's come out politically. He's come out full force. Fucking release it already.
Right.
Enough with the bullshit. Nothing. There's nothing there.
Okay.
It's a nothing burger. But of course, because if there was something there, the Democrats during the Biden administration would have released it. Anything to embarrass Trump. So of course.
Then why is it such a big deal now?
I think there's probably some information in there that needs to be redacted. You don't want. Who knows? There's probably shit out. There's probably a lot of people out there, much like Prince Andrew, who got caught up in a lot of shit. That the head of Microsoft, Bill Gates, was embroiled in all that kind of stuff too. So whatever, whether they did anything specifically or not, who knows? Whatever, mea culpas, whatever you got to do, but whatever. And then what was that in the entertainment news? I don't know, some wacky shit about Ariana Grande and the black lady that played in Wicked.
Yeah, what about him?
I don't know. She's like, there's some kind of lesbian crush that they're going through.
Are you serious?
Some kind of weird shit like that. I mean, this is the kind of shit that comes up on my feed.
That didn't come on mine at all.
Yeah, but because I've tried to cover the gamut of all the shit that comes out there. So then of course, couple weeks. So that's the entertainment shit. I think there's anything else in entertainment. I don't know. Whatever.
Do you watch Dancing with the Stars?
I don't watch that shit.
Oh, okay. They announced the winners.
Who's the
Whitney winner? And the crocodile guy.
Okay, I don't know who Crocodile Guys. I don't know who Whitney is. So you better give last names. Who's Whitney? Is it Whitney from a different show, or what? I don't know who Whitney is.
Doesn't matter then.
Okay, I don't give a shit.
Robert Irwin is Stephen Irwin, who got killed by one of his animals. He's the controversial conversate.
He's the.
Oh my god, I can't even say the word.
Is he like the fucking crocodile whisperer?
Yeah, the conservationalist.
Okay, I thought you were saying crocodile whisperer.
He sort of like that.
Okay. The crocodile dude that got eaten.
Yes.
He got eaten.
I don't know how. I can't remember how he died, but
it's like
this kid was 10 years old, and now his sister was on the show.
Okay.
He's on the show 10 years later, and he wins.
Let me take a step back. You fuck with a lizard that got bigger teeth than you do and a bigger mouth. I mean, come on, you're gonna get eaten. So whatever. So yeah, and then we went to go see the Rams a couple weeks back.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was good.
That was interesting.
It was interesting.
It was
I wouldn't say it was good. Not the greatest seat.
The smartest thing we did was we got those tickets for parking, and then we left at 5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Right.
Which was the smartest move we did.
Yeah.
So.
The best move was that my girlfriend got us parking tickets because someone that we know of, near and dear to us, spent $200 for parking, which is absurd.
Whack jobs.
At SoFi, that's just ridiculous.
What are you doing?
I just
you know who you're talking. We know you guys know who we're talking about.
Even still, it's just not just the parking, but I'm saying in general, that stadium is crazy.
Anything in LA. So I went to a Lakers game.
Oh, that's right.
3 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks back. Whatever. And you know what? So I had meetings, and then I had left. And then, I had a truck down to downtown LA, oh my God, just fuck. Anything in LA just gives me the heebie-jeebies,
right?
So you got to fucking park. And so I had parking, which I bought parking, and I was at a suite, right? So the whole suite, the whole suite experience, right?
Which is nice there.
Which is nice, yeah. So I was in a suite, but to get there, it was, of course, nightmare traffic, like always, to get to LA. Anything in LA is nightmare traffic. And then
it's crypto.
The crypto center. And so I get there, and of course my barcode ticket didn't come up. So I pull up, and I'm thinking, man, let me in. There's a barcode serial number.
Right.
The girl who attended me was, one of these young wokies she was a little bit heavier. I'm not saying anything about heavy people. Don't get me wrong, but
no comments, please.
She had the wacky makeup and colored hair and all that kind of stuff, and she said, barcode, please. And I said, I don't have the barcode. Can we work through this to get this thing? I have the number. If you don't have a barcode, I can't help you. And she's on the phone talking to her friend while she's helping customers.
Are you serious?
So I actually pause. I go, you know what? You don't seem like you're happy doing your job. This probably isn't something you should be doing. Just sort of
What'd
just
you
saying.
say?
She looked at me and she says, if you don't have a barcode, I can't help you. I go, okay. So I pulled over, like 5-10 minutes later, the fucking barcode came up, and boom, whatever. I walked by her, and she said something like, enjoy the game. And she doesn't even fucking remember.
Doesn't remember you. Of course
anything.
Not.
I said, hey, enjoy your job.
Yeah.
Fucking loser. So yeah, that was that experience. So,
it's kids today, though.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Nonsense.
So I don't know. That's kind of been the and of course everything that I watch on the podcast platforms out there, everyone's talking about Civil War. Civil War this, Civil War this. You heard the Democrats come out and say, don't listen to Trump's. The military shouldn't listen to Trump's orders. It's just stupid shit.
That is
just stupid shit. So I think hopefully we can do an investigation of some of those senators or those Democrats that said that. And I don't know if you can put them, charge them with any kind of a crime, but that's just outrageous. But whatever. That's the craziness that happens in this country. So
isn't that the truth?
We're splitting ourselves up from within. So yeah, crazy shit that's been going on there. But yeah, other than that, well, I don't know anything else. So crazy stuff. So retirement.
Yes.
So here we are. So we kind of put together a kind of like, as I mentioned earlier, kind of a 3-part series on age, and this was the next one in our approach. Age. So the last one was dating in the golden age, right?
Yes.
And we did that, and that was fun. We had a lot of good comments about that, and that was kind of fun. So
it was actually fun.
So this one was about retirement. The issues around retirement, our needs, our wants, and all that kind of stuff. So let's talk.
Are we prepared?
That's right. So retirement, right?
Yeah.
So in this country, generally, retirement age is 67. Full retirement age is 67, right? And with that, you can get your Social Security, and you can continue working if you want, but you can file for Social Security. At 62, I think they take 30% of your amount that you would have qualified at 67. If you retire at 62. Some people just want to get done. The whole actually, it's kind of funny with retirement itself and Social Security. It's all about how old you think you are going to be before you die. Because at retirement now it's the race to death. Is what some people say, right? As opposed to taking, and that's kind of the American way, right? We work like in certain ages we work. And then we acquire things, and then we work hard to retire, and then at retirement we stop working, and then we collect what we've paid into the system. And unfortunately for a lot of Americans, they drop dead a year later, or 2 years later, or 5 years later, whatever it is, right? So if you know your health issues, you want to retire sooner because you can start collecting. Of course, it all depends on how much money you need to retire, which is another part of this segment, right? So retirement, full retirement is 67. They push you to retire at 70 because you'll get, I think, 30% more. But can you imagine working until 70 years old at a job, at a physical job, as opposed to...
It depends on if you like your job. I personally like my job, so I don't know if I would do that.
I don't know about liking your job. It's that waking up and that corporate grind. I think
it is a corporate grind. It's the rinse and repeat.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of it. So I think in retirement, right, I think if you don't stay active after retirement, it can create problems for you.
Right.
Right, so question for you, what do you want to do in retirement?
It's funny. I think about it, and I know that I want to travel. So, like the first part,
very delicious Borello.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, we're drinking wine time. So.
Back to me.
Sorry.
So I've always wanted to travel more. Like that was my thing. Like I travel now. I've been traveling. I've traveled all over, pretty much.
Everybody talks about traveling in retirement, right?
But what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right. So now it's a matter of, okay, so if I want to retire at 67, what does that look like financially if I want to travel? Because it's not cheap. So it's a matter of, okay, so if I travel, then I have to back into what those numbers are. And to me, it's for retirement, I need to understand okay, if I have all my bills paid, at this day and age, I should have all my bills paid, which I do, which is great, other than my home, right? So then you back into that. So what are those numbers to be able to do the things that you want to do?
Well,
I have expensive taste. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I know you make fun of me.
I don't make fun of you. I mean, there's
packages that come
are constantly being delivered. Whenever I see you, there's always packages, on the door stoop, and I have to sometimes bring it in for you.
However, I've also, because retirement, you want to be healthy, because that's the other thing is healthcare. Yeah, because that's a big factor. Healthcare after retirement is more expensive, or it's not as good. So my thought was, okay, I need to make sure that I'm healthy now to be able to move past all the other stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's funny. You talk about travel and health, right? So, the calculation of Social Security and any other pension system, it's all based on a projected lifespan, right? So these actuaries will calculate based on averages, right? Statistical averages, and then they'll determine how much, whether or not there's going to be enough left in the pool to pay out all these, pensioners or whatever. Social Security is exactly the same thing, same concept. So for us, as an example, right, we have family members that our parents live. My father, specifically your father, lived well into 94. Right, he would have still been alive today had he not tripped over the piece of carpet and hit his head. So, and that's the majority of the deaths out there falls in old age is falls, right? And then our mother, who is very healthy, and she is what, 80?
5.
85. So, we have longevity in that, right? But 67 to 85
Big span.
is not actually a big span if you think about it, right?
No?
How many years is that?
You do fast math.
Let's put it this way. It's under 20. Okay? So if you think about it, right? It's 13 years, right? So if you think, I hope I did the math right. That's not a long distance, right?
More than 13.
It's about
Yeah.
23. So yeah, 23 years. So it's just not a long distance, right? And the problem with that is, what do you do during all of those years? So to get from us at 67 to 83 and from 83 to 94, after 67, that's what, another 29-ish years or 28 years or something like that. So that's a long time to live.
You know what's crazy is
dollars need to be spread long through that.
And you know what's crazy is that Mom traveled before she retired. She traveled all over the world with our dad. And what's funny is that during retirement, that wasn't her thing. I asked her to go travel somewhere. I asked her to go, let's hop on a flight and go somewhere. And she does not want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for her retirement, it was a different vision for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, part of the problem is, of course, you're not having the same urgency to jump out there and get on a plane and all that kind of stuff. So I had gone to visit. I had gone back home, right? And I had taken Mom back home, and we hopped on a plane, and it was a whole ordeal.
It was
right. It's a whole ordeal making sure we get through the airport, getting there
through security, and that you had no luggage. It was
she had a small bag and that kind of stuff, but it was and my son picked her up, and so that was easy. So we got there and we did all the stuff, and we did all the sites that we needed to see and do all the stuff. We went home and she saw things and that kind of stuff. And then I got her back home. Right. So it was fairly quick, but whatever, she got to do it. And I think that was the last time. She had not been on a plane since 10 years back? Or,
at least.
Yeah, so
at least.
And she was very agreeable and all that kind of stuff, but it's tiring. I think she said when I got her home, she was exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So
she told me that.
Traveling after a certain age is probably not practical for most people unless you're healthy, right?
Well, that's the thing. Right. Mom is healthy, but the thing is her thing is that she's got to pack. Yeah. It's the packing portion of it.
It's also that age where you kind of enjoy those routines, and she's kind of set in her ways. True. And she likes that. She doesn't like to be. Because when I call her, it's like, "What'd you do today?" I didn't do anything. Why do I got to do anything?
Funny, she tells me another story. She's like, "Oh, I had to do this for your brother. This
Your brother, the other brother?
No,
for me. Okay. I don't know what the hell she's doing for me.
No, I think her fear today was because of Thea. When Thea went on the last flight, she ended up getting hurt.
So this is our aunt.
Our aunt, yeah.
Our aunt,
when she got on the last flight that our aunt had taken and she fell.
Yeah.
When she was out there, and that scared her. I think even more so from traveling altogether.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's again, health becomes the biggest culprit in age, and so if you indicated that you were taking a more healthy approach over the last several years to get healthy, and that's great because everybody needs to be even healthier, and especially in these times where medicine's expensive. It's funny. I just got, as part of this conversation, Mom through the entire
her insurance
open enrollment for her Medicare Advantage plan. It was like it's complicated. So long story short, she has insurance through her pension, which her company that she worked for paid for her medical, dental, and vision, and they gave her an allotment, or they were covering it. And then this past year, they just decided to give her I call it a per diem, not even a per diem. It's more a stipend, an annual stipend. And that goes to pay for all her medical costs or insurance and all that kind of stuff. So getting that plan was 3 or 4 weeks of fucking hell.
Yeah.
For me, because I had to deal with her, and I had to, talking to the
Well, and you had to
the Medicare provider.
decipher everything for her.
And it's nightmarish, right? So I think I remember calling her and telling her, I go, look, maybe I don't want to retire because it's bullshit stuff, man. It's just nonsense, all this stuff you got to do. But
that's our future.
Yeah,
like those are the things that we need to think about.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. So you plan on working till when? What age?
Preferably 67.
Okay, so you're gonna work till 67.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what? What are you gonna do?
That's the
What
thing.
are the hobbies besides travel that you want to do?
That's the scary part, is I don't have any.
You don't have any idea.
No.
Well, you've got, what is it, 7 years, 8 years to figure it out. How old are you?
How about 10?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were that young. Sorry. I thought we were talking about retirement. So
Yeah.
Well, okay. So
I've got 10 years to figure it out. Other than the travel portion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Does you moving to a different state view as part of your
major part of it, without a doubt. And I have 3 states already in mind.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of trying to figure that out and maneuver through all that.
California's losing another one.
I will definitely not be retiring in California.
Yeah. It's just too damn expensive.
Way too expensive.
So that's also part of this.
And just know I'm dragging Mom with me.
Yeah, of course. That's what you got to do. But so, the example of dealing with, cost of living and all that kinds of things. I mean,
it's too expensive here.
Too expensive.
Like, I couldn't afford my home now.
Yeah.
Great if I sell it here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay here. I can't.
Yeah, but then the prospect of finding another home in another state, 10 years from now, may be too expensive. Those are all variables.
No, those are actually the things I'm looking for right now, is to actually purchase something sooner.
Makes sense.
And just rent it out.
Yeah, makes sense. Of course, makes sense. So, so those are the things are you looking to get something similar size, or are you going to lower your footprint? What are you going to do?
This is a 2,700 square foot home. Mm-hmm. I'm single. I don't need that.
Okay.
I definitely want to downsize.
So you're going to lower your footprint. Okay.
Yes.
What about a partner?
What about him?
Why him?
Why not him?
I mean, do you want to be alone? Do you want to be with somebody?
No, I definitely want to have a partner.
Okay.
I want that partner, though, to have...
Did you hear that little rumbling?
Yeah, that was my dog.
So you go ahead.
I definitely want a partner, but I want a partner that's financially stable. I don't want to have to subsidize another person.
No, of course. I think at our age, the people we spend time with they have to have their own stability.
Absolutely.
Right.
And their own independence.
Yeah, of course. So, you've got that nuance and finding a partner at your age
age?
Oh, yeah. It can be easy, depending on the circumstance, or it can be difficult, depending on how open you are to dealing with other people's kind of set in stone, kind of set in their way approaches to life.
But I'm set in mind, so it's going to be both of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, both of us are going to have to compromise at that point.
Do you see you and this partner traveling?
Preferably.
Okay, so it's going to be a travel for several years.
And then what? I got to figure that out.
That gets baked into your, financial assessment, whether or not you guys are sharing expenses, all that kind of stuff. That has to be
I might pick up golf.
Golf, there you go.
Or tennis. I prefer tennis.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
I need to start taking tennis lessons.
Yeah. I'll just get my
Your what?
I'll just get Mia to do it for me. So because she practiced tennis. She was a tennis player for years.
Oh.
So yeah.
Who was this person?
Yeah, just person. So
okay.
So so we'll get you to help me with that. So
you're actually going to work out?
Yeah. I'm getting there, and mentally, I do need to get back to the gym. I know I've been saying that.
Oh my Lord! I've heard that for how long now?
I've been busy this last year.
As of high.
I know, but I'm really busy.
No.
I've just so much going on.
No. My company got acquired. I didn't know if I have a job. I'm going through a divorce. Like, seriously, who's been busier? Now, with a new job, traveling more, who's busier? Because I see you do nothing.
Because I'm in halfway retirement mode.
Oh, here we go.
So, but I'm busy doing that. So,
busy doing retirement?
I'm not retirement, but I'm kind of in that mode where I'm finding my space and my way through life.
So I asked you to do research for me. So like, I'm looking for an espresso machine.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, go look at an espresso machine.
But the problem is I have extremely expensive tastes.
Yes.
So
I don't want a $6,000 espresso machine. I just want like something comparable.
Yeah, well, that's part of the problem. So, so it's kind of funny, on a side note of this whole conversation about retirement and the issues and stuff, because there's more topics, but I got to say this. So I went through a whole espresso machine approach, right? And so before I got out of California, I had my own coffee stand, right, in my house. And so it was kind of funny. I went through the whole process of doing research and looking at different espresso machines, and every single person that I had seen the reviews is you will trade up.
Okay, so, I've seen that too in the reviews that I've seen. What's funny is that I have a girlfriend who literally spent almost, I want to say $8,000 on her espresso machine.
About right. Yeah.
And I'm like, I looked at her and I'm like, what does this espresso machine do for you? She's like, it warms up your milk. It does this. Literally everything she said. I was like, no. Yeah. I don't need all that.
Never say never. So I am
saying never.
I have more room. So my coffee stand, my coffee, what is it? What would you call it? What would you call it? Coffee station. Yeah. It's huge.
It is huge.
It's huge. So I've got, I've actually incorporated another one. Too. So yeah, so I've got that. So.
But I don't need such a big machine for one person.
I think I need to fill my space. So eventually I got to think it through though. So it is very expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't need that.
Not to mention all the accessories associated.
No, the accessories. Oh.
And they got some bitchin' accessories.
Boy, are we going off tangent, but let me tell you,
exactly,
that stuff is shit.
Yeah, that's right. It's cool.
That's crazy. That's cool. The stuff that you could get.
I was actually thinking of getting a job at Starbucks to learn how to be a barista, so I can go home and learn how to do it.
We have a nephew that did that, and then what he wanted for his graduation gift was an espresso machine.
There you go.
When you go over there tomorrow, take a look at that espresso machine he has. I am kid you not. It's one of those high-end ones.
Oh, I thought, Mm-hmm. Okay, well, whatever. Good for him. But that's what I thought.
He was at Starbucks, so he knows how to do it.
Yeah, I thought, can you imagine working at
There's
Starbucks?
There's a process for the beans and everything. I'm like, oh,
that's
Lord.
Right.
Anyway, moving on for tangent.
Yeah, moving on. So, so we'll get back to we'll do a whole segment, a whole show on
researching things.
Researching shit, because we do a lot of research on shit. That's part, and so you think about it, right? So going back to retirement, you're a spender. And I'm a spender.
Yeah.
And there's shit that sometimes I'll sit there and it's like, I'm not going to spend this money. I'm not going to fucking buy anything.
I say that.
And so, because I thought to myself, okay, so I just got done paying the American Express bill this month. I'm going, God damn, that's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna sell an arm, pay American Express off, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Right. I even had a conversation with my daughter, my youngest one, who's a freshman in college. So I said, you know what? You're done. No more fucking Ubers. No more credit card use.
Told me you cut her Uber.
Then I cut her Uber off. I did. I fucking cut her Uber off. And I cut her Visa off too.
Oh.
I said, enough. Okay, enough. You don't need enough.
Okay. I have girl mouth.
So.
I'm not going to lie. I have girl mouth.
Girl mouth. It's on sale, so therefore
no.
I'm ahead.
Right. So it was only $20.
Okay. $20 times 500.
So funny enough, I went with your daughter today shopping.
Okay, great.
And bought 2 pairs of jeans. I don't need them.
Okay.
But they were $15.
Oh, God forbid. Did she get anything?
She did not.
Okay.
I asked, I was going to buy it for her, but she didn't want anything. But the 2 pairs of jeans, one, they were kids' jeans. Score. That's why they were $15.
All right, good deal.
Because I can fit in them now.
Okay. That's true. Because you're on the health kick. That's right.
Hello.
That's right.
Super cute, though.
Very cool. Very cool. But again,
yes, we do spend.
We spend, so you can't do that in retirement. So how do you change that behavior?
That's the
something
harder
you have
part.
to do, right? So because I've got things I need to do in retirement, right? Well, that I'm working through.
Oh.
So obviously I've got my new camera that I'm jonesing and eyeing, but it's still yet to be released. So question is, do I wait? Do I get an older model? Nah, fuck it. I'm going, you know me, and I go top of the line, right? So I'm waiting for that to
when you have a little toy in the garage too.
I don't know what you're talking about. And so then other things that obviously all the accessories I need my telescope. And now I'm looking at
For what?
looking at the stars. Looking at the stars. So
I didn't
I'm
know
actually
you.
renting.
Wait.
I'm actually renting. In 2 weeks, I'm renting a telescope, and we're going out to the mountains to
Okay.
look at the
In California?
no home.
Okay, somewhere
home.
else.
Yeah,
Okay.
home. Yeah, home. I was going home.
Because you're home where you're situated, I'll see stars.
Oh no, there's. We talk about the mountains right there.
The mountain's there, but your little location doesn't point to the
Oh
mountain.
no! It's black night, so it's less what they call urban lights or light and the light noise. So you get to see all those things. So, what difference does that make? I'm gonna go fucking park at the
Well,
park.
so you have to drag the telescope.
No. You put it in the car. You drive to the private park.
So you're dragging your
you go.
telescope.
Either
Anyways.
that I can do it off of my balcony. So,
Funny because
there
I
you go.
never heard you talk about a telescope.
Because I don't
in
like to
this-
share too much.
Really?
Yeah. I did. Did I tell you that I'm looking at probably being barista? I did mention that.
You
didn't I?
did mention that, yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll buy a little coffee shop. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah. Never know. Yeah. Lots of things that are working. So, whatever.
You
enough.
need to make sure that you do a pecan oat milk latte because it's really delicious.
So, this whole retirement stuff is really about what do we want to do in retirement, right? So we talked about that, right? So retirement is, what are you going to do? What kind of hobbies are you going to pick
so I've
up? You
just
talked about
decided.
golf.
Tennis.
Tennis. Okay, great.
Maybe bowling.
Bowling?
I like to bowl.
Okay. With nails?
I could bowl with nails.
Like those nails?
Yes, I can bowl with these nails.
Careful, I know what you're going to do. So you'll take a bowling. So you're going to do some sports.
I think I'll do sports stuff.
Really, you won't throw your hip out or anything like that?
No.
Okay, just cool.
The worst part about working out today is that I don't drink enough water, so I get cramps in my hands and my legs.
Well, don't drink more water.
I know.
Yeah, so
you.
good. So you've got a semblance of a plan which will continue to evolve, and that's what all we can ask for in ourselves is continue. The reason I ask those questions the way I do because I don't think our father had a plan when he retired.
No.
So he spent a better part of 20 years just kind of doing nothing.
Pretty much doing nothing.
Showing up at everyone's house, of course.
Which was sad to me.
It was sad because I think he was
lonely.
unhappy and he was lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And
with
I
that.
don't want to be that.
No, I agree. And I think so. Whatever happens in retirement, I think keeping active and keeping physically active and keeping mentally active are two very large components of whatever you do. And of course, having a routine that you go to or it comes to you, whatever it is, a something that keeps you active is the best way to keep your mind going and the body going, all that good stuff. So that's where that's the retirement game. When it comes to travel, right? It's about how long can someone travel, right?
Well, that's the
thing. And then at what
yeah.
point? I mean, I've traveled the world 3 or 4 times. So, okay. So for me, I think the goal is I've got a couple areas where I'm going to certainly go to. I'm going to go to the Philippines. I'm going to go to Thailand. And I've got other areas that I want to go to. And then those are the key things. And then I'm going to spend probably 10 years exploring every inch of Italy.
I want Italy.
So,
I want to maybe buy something in Italy or something.
Yeah.
I definitely want to explore that.
And so,
But Spain.
planning that is an important part of all of that financial component as well. So, because you need, if you're going to go with your partner, that all has to be discussed and planned and all that kind of stuff. So, so travel while you're young and able to is important, right? Because beyond that, after you can't, right? Either it's your legs hurt or too much walking or whatever it is, right? So,
Yep.
And there was, I think in my mid-20s, I was in Europe and I did a tour. And this tour was a handful of young people by my age and then a lot of geriatrics, right? Retirees.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. The retirees were fucking fun. They were just a hoot. I mean, comedic, fun. They ate, they drank, they talked, they smoked cigars. It was just so funny.
See, that's what I want to be.
And they were trash talkers and just on and
That's
on.
what I
want to
be.
And the young people that were on the bus or on the tour, inclusive of myself, I mean, we could barely keep up with those people. It's like, I mean, you wanted to get away from them just to relax because they were just relentless. They were out all night long, partying, eating,
But that's
and
awesome.
carousing, and they were
that's
just having
awesome.
fun. And that, I remember that vividly. And I go, that's the way to travel in retirement, right?
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Right.
And I haven't been on a cruise, which I thought was kind of funny.
You've never been on
a cruise, so I want to do the cruise on the Viking. Holland America. Oh, that really high end cruise. Yeah. So I'm got that on my list too.
Mine is flying from here to Greece. Mm-hmm. And then doing the Greek Isles.
There you go.
And then landing or finishing in Spain, and then spending time in Spain because I want to see Spain.
Okay. Done. Did that. Don't. Now this to do it again.
Don't care.
Okay.
You've been to Greece?
Now Greece.
Okay.
Yeah, Greece. Well, I definitely want to go to Greece.
That's a cool way to see it too.
Yeah.
And like Santorini and the Athens and Parthenons, all that stuff I want to see.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think about going to Sardinia all the time. You know, just those magical islands that are just beautiful. So yeah, but I want to spend more of my time in the homeland. So that's kind of the goal.
Homeland.
Italy. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. So, and if you're going to buy a villa there, you know, why not, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'll fly out. I'll spend 6 months there. 180 days. You can't spend 182. Otherwise, as an Italian citizen, you would then have to declare everything.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yep.
Got to make
I
sure
heard about that.
Jump back in.
Yep.
So yeah. But yeah. So that'd be fun. Mm-hmm. And so those are that. So, you know, we talked a little bit about the issues of retirement, and obviously, is Social Security going to be around?
That's the question.
So, you know, we've all paid into Social Security over the last 40 years of working. Some of us working, you know, at even longer than that, right? And so, is Social Security going to be around? And they say at 3032 is when the Social Security system will run out, right? Everybody who talks, you know, everybody in the financial world always talks about the fact that never worry about Social Security because the government will just fund it. They'll just keep funding it, which, you know, whether they do or they don't, hard to say. There's another reason why a lot of people say take retirement at 62.
Okay.
Because it may not be there. Again, I think that the federal government made a commitment, and unfortunately, those of us, this generation, right, paid into it for multiple years, right? It's never. I don't think Social Security was ever meant to be a full.
You can't rely 100% on Social Security.
No, you can't. It was never meant to be that way. I think it was never meant to be a full capacity to pay for yourself. So you live with retirement, your investments, and those kinds of things, and that's how you survive. And anything that's left over, you give it to your children or whatever. So, but so that's the biggest issue I think from a retirement perspective, besides health and kind of figuring out what you want to do is Social Security going to be there? And that's a big question. That's the big question mark, whether it's going to be there or not.
Well, the kids today aren't. I don't know. It's like, are they planning for stuff like this? Should they be planning for something like this? Did we plan for stuff like this? Like at their age, I don't know if I planned for that. I know I didn't actually.
I will tell you something. So I was thinking about retirement. I had a little bit of a savings account. But I think that, I bought my first house at 22, I think it was. And then, I've had real estate and just, appreciation and moved and just on and on. So I had a fairly good understanding of, financial health and all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, that was my career, was corporate finance. So I, over the years. And then, of course, for my own children, I kept telling them, save money. And of course, in their own world, they didn't necessarily, they may or may not have done that to any extent. The little one, so I see things on some of the social media platforms where they talk about exponential growth and compounding interest, and I shoot it over to them so they understand, they kind of interpret it. Which I never got that kind of stuff. Mm-mm. Our parents never talked about retirement, never talked about saving or anything, those kinds of things. So no. I think my children have had the advantage of me yapping in their ears constantly. But it's that issue of doing what's right and saving versus that materiality that we all live through. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where some of the kids, or certainly mine, have experienced some of that. I think The little one certainly, the youngest one is certainly going through that phase. The older one's already, he's kind of set. He's a homeowner now, and so he's well into that. But he's got to get to that point where he's actually saving for retirement.
Well, he's thinking about it. I mean, he's 30, so it's like at this point,
not 30 yet. Almost.
He will be next month. But it's time to start thinking about that, and it's having. Thankfully, he has you to guide him through that. I don't. Dad didn't really talk to us about it.
No, he certainly didn't, and that was part of the problem. But I think that in our careers, we've made good careers. We've made a good living, and so we were able to take advantage of the income and buy property and save money, even outside of all that spending that we all do. So it's all that. So kids today, I will admit, I mean, it's more expensive. So things are more expensive, but it isn't any more expensive today than it was back then. All the statistics say that. Cost of living is certainly depending on the decade, right?
Well, but kids are not moving out as earlier as they used to.
They don't feel the need to put themselves out there and challenge themselves in a way where that's all we thought.
That's all we wanted.
That's all we wanted.
That's all we wanted.
Was to be gone and kind of experience the world in our own way.
Right.
So the kids today don't do that. So at least that's the experience that I've had with mine, and I think with our brother's kids, possibly the same thing, and with all of our cousins and their kids. It's varying, but that's what happens today. So retirement, travel, health, different keeping healthy,
hobbies,
the issues of Social Security and whatnot, and Medicare, and it's kind of funny, the whole social or retirement and healthcare for retirees has become this hurry up and die mentality with doctors. It's just fascinating because they just don't want to pay for things in retirement, right? So it's that issue. So our mother struggles through that because she's got her medication that she takes, and she likes her doctors or doesn't like her doctors depending on the week you talk to her.
Depends. Yeah, I was going to say that's going to depend.
These are the kinds of things that we've got to concern ourselves with. So staying healthy is a solid
key.
point
For me.
Again, like the actuaries say, as long as you could track back your family lineage, they're more than likely is we're going to live well into our 90s.
Well, okay, so our uncle just recently passed this year, and he was 97?
Yeah, it's true. 97.
97.
Yeah, 97. So there's a lot of that. So if you can imagine, right? So you want your partner to be happy, healthy, of course, right? Because you certainly don't want to be. Imagine you're with your partner. You guys are in your 80s. Let's say mid 80s now, he drops off, or you drop off, or he drops off in this example, and now you're alone for another 10 years.
10 years, I know.
I mean, that's sad. So, those are the things that I kind of think about, in making sure that, my partner's healthy and, we're doing the right things and we're keeping active, all these kinds of things, because you want your partner to be there, but you can't kind of dictate that kind of stuff. It just happens that sometimes, after 20 years with your partner, you might be alone for another 10.
Right.
God, whatever. It's kind of funny. How old do you want to live?
How old do I?
How old do you want to live till?
Maybe 80.
Okay. Now you sound like mother.
Like maybe.
Yeah. So it's funny. Our father wanted to live till 100.
I thought he said 95. He wanted to get to 95.
He said 100.
Really?
All the time. He would always say 100 years, 100 years, 100
why?
years. So it was kind of fun. And he was actually fairly healthy for someone in 94.
He got healthier.
So, but can you imagine? So you want to live to 80.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a short window of time.
I know.
You may want to retire at 62 then. And I think the reality is it'll probably be mid 90s.
Sadly, I think that's our reality.
And that's the case. So mid 90s. And of course, our mother's in the mid 80s, and so my expectation is life continues on as she is going to be with us for the next 20 some odd years.
I'm hoping, God willing.
So, and I tell her, I'm on the phone and I tell her that, you're going to live to 105. She goes, fuck you. in her broken accent, which she does not want that, right?
No, she does not.
Yeah, so it's like, hell no, I don't want to be. I don't want to be like your father.
Yeah,
So
I know.
with a walker, and he wasn't with a walker, but she's got that mindset, right? And she's deathly fearful of being incapacitated in bed.
She's deathly afraid of falling because I've told her. I said, you cannot fall.
Yeah.
And that's like the biggest thing for people at that age. It's like you fall, you break a hip, you do this. I mean,
that's true.
There's just so many issues when you do that.
That's true. So, yeah. So, you want to live till 80. Wow. Okay.
80. I think that's a good year.
Good year. Nice round number. 80 years old.
Nice round number.
You better get your shit going because who are you gonna leave your espresso machine to?
You.
Okay, good deal.
Well, that's if.
I'll be around because I ain't gonna pop off at 80. That's for sure. I'll be around for at least 90.
Well, there you go. You can have it.
Yeah. So yeah. So because then and in between now and 95, I'll drink all my bourbon.
Lord, you got a lot. So
make sure I do that.
You might want to bring some to me.
Well, yeah, I guess I could. She likes bourbon. So,
well, whose fault is that?
Hey, just like I said, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, retirement. It's the next road. It's the next chapter in a life lived, which happens to be the title of our next podcast.
Ooh, I like that.
So it's gonna bounce off of all the stuff we've already talked about, but kind of put it in this perspective of some historical and anecdotal stuff that we've lived and experienced. So it's gonna be fun stuff. But so again, retirement. We've lived it with our father. We've lived it with
we're living it with our mother.
And it's something that is top of mind every day of the week.
Yep.
For me, it is not a day that doesn't go by that I'm either calculating something, looking to buy one thing or another. And I'm not talking materiality. I'm talking,
I get it.
The property of this, or how can I leverage that? And
I look on Zillow all the time. I look at all the other different apps for homes and things like that in certain areas and stuff like that. Yeah. So I look at it every day.
It's trying to figure out how you can stretch that dollar even further. And I don't think that we're overly spendy, but there are some material things that you kind of like and you want,
I overspend.
Yeah, so do I. So at least I have over the last six.
And I need to, I go with.
You need.
I need to stop.
Spending is a need. Oh, okay. I was about to say
No. I need to stop, it's funny because, I'll talk to my cousin about it because she is kind of almost on the same page as me. And we're like, it needs to be a dry December or it needs to be a dry November.
What does that mean, dry?
Stop shopping. Oh,
so I thought you meant drinking because fuck that shit.
No,
okay.
That'll never happen. But it needs to be one of those where we stop spending, stop putting your credit card out there and take it. It just hasn't happened.
Well, the logic behind it is right. So, American Express, right? I seem to flick that card out all the time, right?
I do.
It's like everything's American Express. I can justify it because I'm getting my points.
I say the same. Oh my God, I say the same thing.
And then so I'm sitting there going, it wasn't until this last month after I paid the last American Express bill, I'm going, God damn, that was a lot of money. So I decided to use my Visa, or was it? It's not my Visa. It's the Apple Card, because actually my Apple Card's got the lowest interest rate of all my credit cards, right? Which I figured, okay. So, and I'm pretty credit free. I'm a credit card debt free. So, but I did a little bit of extra spending this month. Was it this month or last month?
One of the months.
It just continues for the last 2 months. So,
well, the American Express you pay off every month.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about MasterCard.
Oh, okay.
Because I've got some things I had to acquire.
Had to. Did you hear that?
It's a need. See, it's a need. And by the way, it's Black Friday coming up soon.
Yes, it is.
And there's some deals.
What do you need?
Deals.
What do you need?
To take advantage of the deals.
An espresso machine.
Not about that.
We need one here.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
I need one here.
So there you go. So again, all these things we've got to, You need to have dry months, years in retirement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm in a race to get everything done in my house, all the remodeling I had been doing.
I need to do that too.
I just did it. I just at a race to get it all done. I'm done. Now, I could get a few more things done, but I'm kind of comfortable now, so I'm okay. So yeah. So race to get it done, got it done, and now I'm enjoying. So
are you though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I am.
I know you need piece of furniture?
There is one piece of furniture I'm looking at, but I will. I'll deal with that as I move through this process. So yeah,
Yes.
so good. Retirement. There you go.
Good topic.
80 years old, deaf.
80.
80 years old and dead. That's good.
Healthy.
67.
Looking really good, though.
You'll look good in that coffin.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
No, coffin. No. Cremated.
Oh, cremation. Okay, whatever. There we go. We'll put you on the mantle
Oh, Lord.
or feed you to one of the dogs.
Ew.
You know, you can make a diamond out of your ashes. You mix it with carbon, and they make a diamond.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I might want to do that with my dog.
A little odd. That's even odder, but okay. Yeah.
Not so
So good deal. Good conversation about retirement. So, okay. So, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
For
Yes.
joining us with
joining.
this kind of off-the-shoulder conversation about retirement and everything else we threw in there, including our espresso machine. All right, Life in a Bit of Truth. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Vittorio.
I'm Dinorah.
And if you're listening to us on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We do like to laugh at your comments. Yeah.
Please do.
And if you're on all the other podcast platforms, please enjoy. And we're on all of them. So again, keep listening and we appreciate you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.